Good morning. Welcome to Holy Week. This week, we are going to provide video devotions that's going to walk you through the final days of Jesus and his earthly ministry. Holy Week is a week that is somber and filled with celebration. And so today we're going to begin on Monday. Well, yesterday was Palm Sunday, and in Palm Sunday we celebrate Jesus' triumphal entry. So what's Holy Monday all about? Well, Holy Monday, the church often reflects on something Jesus taught right after the triumphal entry. After the triumphal entry, Jesus actually cleanses the temple, and he sort of prophesies by his action a kind of judgment on the temple. And then he does something after that on a Monday that's pretty interesting. Let's read about it. It's in Matthew chapter 21, beginning in verse 18. In the morning, as he was returning to the city, so this was a Monday morning, he became hungry. And seeing a fig tree by the wayside, he went to it and found nothing on it but only leaves. And he said to it, "May no fruit ever come from you again." And the fig tree withered at once. Jesus curses the fig tree. Now, why did Jesus do that? Well, here's the reason why. This is right after Jesus cleanses the temple. And cursing the fig tree, we read from some of the other gospel accounts that the fig tree was in leaf, and Jesus was hungry. And yet when he goes to the fig tree, he realizes there's no fig actually on it. There's no actual fruit. And so why did he curse it? Well, he curses it because the fig tree presented as having life. It actually presented it as having the ability to take care of someone's needs. And yet in reality, it couldn't. It didn't. This is Jesus' judgment on empty religion. This is Jesus' judgment saying, if you present as being someone who could connect someone else to God, or someone who could connect people to the church, or connect people to the things that really matter, if you present that way, but in reality you don't, Jesus calls that out as empty religion. And what he does on the Monday of Holy Week is he calls out a judgment on all forms of religion and the Judaism of his day, and all forms of religion that present that we could connect you to God. But when you go there, when you're hungry and you go there and you aren't actually connected to God, Jesus calls that out for what it is, and he judges it. So on Holy Monday, my encouragement to you is to look into your own heart. Look at your own life. Are you presenting as someone as having life, and yet there's no fruit? Jesus calls that out. So I encourage you today to soberly look and do inventory in your life. Are you in leaf, and yet there's no fruit? So what can you do about this? Here's something you can do. I want you to today remember something you've promised. Maybe you've promised to come through for someone. Maybe you've promised something to a friend, a loved one, and you haven't actually come through. You said you would do it, but you haven't actually done it. Maybe today something really practical you can do for Holy Monday is to fulfill a promise. I hope you do that today.